Hey, Thomas. Hi, Mommy. Thanks for tuning in, Mom. I'm here. You heard me shout you out. As our culture infiltrate our bond and tries to create this bonds with one another, we continue to uphold our meaningful genuine fondness for one another. We are live. SadoraRadio.com. BrownGirl hashtag we got this. Please tune in to Sadora Radio and YouTube. We're also Facebook Live. Thank you guys for tuning in. We're here for 2 hours. We're going to have a great fun-filled show. We got prizes to give out, contest winners that we're going to announce. A whole bunch of stuff is going on in these next 2 hours. We're happy for you guys for tuning in. We remain silent when the world goes its way around and attempt to dissemble us. As we continue to uplift one another as often as we can. It's the story of brown girls who encourage and support one another, who root for each other, send well wishes over each other, and pray. If you guys have a question, thank you, Mommy. I love you too. 1 minute, we going live on YouTube. SadoraRadio.com. We're live on YouTube, but the radio show will be live on SadoraRadio.com. Or go to the marketplace. Right? And please call in to 215-909-6070 if you have questions, comments. Hey, Greg Williams. Mama, hey, it's your girl, Author Pamela J.
And Miss LT.
Yes, we are back again, live on SadoraRadio.com. BrownGirl hashtag we got this. Let's see how you doing.
I'm fabulous. How you doing tonight?
I'm good tonight.
Yeah.
We have our great engineer in here helping us again.
Mark 5.
We have Rebel. He's here.
What's going on?
And we also have a studio audience today. Miss Leslie is here. We're here from New York, so we are happy to have everybody
checking
in the
us
house.
out. Thanks, Miss Leslie.
Okay, so
we're gonna get her to talk.
We're gonna get you to talk.
We're gonna get her to talk.
Okay, I pray all you guys had a great, productive week. It's going to be a great show. We have a live studio audience, like I said. We have a great show lineup. We have a great show lineup. Sorry, somebody had text something in here, but we have a great show lineup. We have a power couple from Virginia. We have author W. Griffin coming in, talking about his new book, Janice, that he just dropped, new self-published author.
Okay.
We also have his beautiful wife, Kimberly.
Entrepreneur.
Kim. 2 businesses. All right, Kim, you're doing it now.
Amen.
We also have Philadelphia's own Charisma. She'll be here later. She is an actress and she's also a clothing designer. Okay. So she's going to bring some of her pieces into the studio audience to see what she has.
See, I need to tune in to YouTube Live so y'all can see her pieces.
Yes, yes. What also we have? What you say?
Also, our topic for today is power couples. That's why we have Miss Kim and Mr. Warren on. Power couples and power units is going to be our main subject for today. So make sure you guys tune in and enjoy, and we hope you love the show.
Okay, so we're about to, in 2 minutes, we're going to drop another song. And then I'm going to answer some of the questions that you guys typed in on Facebook Live. But please go to YouTube to watch us on YouTube Live.
Subscribe.
And hit the bell notification. Ding. Ding. I love it.
We want to know. We waiting for our engineer because we had a radio.
Hey, pay attention.
Rebel. Sorry, Rebel. How you feeling tonight?
I'm good. I'm good. This is my first time here at the radio show, so I'm here to support my girl, author Pamela J. She's doing big things. We can't wait till Brown Girl gets all the way up.
Yes.
Amen.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Mr. Rebel, tell us a little bit about you. What makes you rebel without cause?
What's going on?
Well, first is Rebel with a cause.
With a cause, my bad. Rebel with a cause. Mm-hmm.
You know, it's society for Black people now. It's taken a dark turn.
Mm-hmm.
So right now we need people to speak up so our kids can see a different message. The messages that are out are so negative now. That's why this Brown Girl book is so powerful, because it's a positive message for Black people. So we need Black leaders, we need young Black people to step up so we can show them that you can be successful doing the right thing. You can be successful doing something positive, because so many of our images are negative. Women, men, you got young brothers walking around with their pants down. You got the women following them now. So yeah, it's ridiculous. So now we need some positive images to come into play now. So this is why I'm behind Brown Girl 1,000%, because this is a positive image.
So what's your cause, though? You're a rebel with a cause. What's your cause?
My cause is actually, as I said before, it's to get young people to realize that there's something better out there. There's something more than what media tries to tell them, what media is portraying to them. So my cause, hopefully, is to get a message out, again, that's positive, telling the kids there's more than just around your block. Okay, telling brothers that we don't have to call each other the N-word. You know, if I look at you as a brother, then that's different than looking at somebody. If I look at a female as a sister, then there you go. So it's these images that's my cause. And we'll be talking more about that. Today
today you're here.
Oh,
Hi.
She said I'm here. Hi.
How are you delivering said message, though? This is where I want to know your purpose.
I'm the rebel.
The
First
rebel.
of all, I'm a minister.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So hopefully we're gonna have some outlets that's gonna help us to bring this message to the people. One, we're gonna do it through music. The other is we're going to do it definitely through the church.
Yeah.
We want to go to schools. We want a whole lot of positive images to just get to the young people, to just show them that, you know, there's something else out there than all the stuff that's bombarding them. So that's my cause. That's hopefully.
And if anybody wanted to join the Rebels cause, how would they be? Could they reach out to you? Because that's a great cause and you have a great message.
Well, one of the things I've learned is one of the things my pastor used to say: whatever I need, the Lord will send me.
Yes.
So one of the things I'm doing is I'm letting the Lord send me who He wants to send.
Okay.
And at that point, once we start branching out, then I'll give more information in the future. But right now, He's sending me everything I need.
Blessings. Good. Thank you, Rebel. Sorry for throwing you in there.
That's all right. That's
Okay,
why I'm here.
Love it.
Thank you for that. We're about to go to. We're gonna take a small break. You're gonna hear our first song. We're gonna drop it now.
Good call, because she Gary buzzing. Charisma. Just called. Yo, when you see me moving, don't pay me no attention.
I thought it was a technical difficulty.
No, you good.
Children's name is next. When they call again, they're next. 5:30.
That's fine, that's it.
That's 540
too.
is Kim, and then 540 is her husband.
Okay. I really think so.
We're gonna sit her way over there. Yeah. So see, this is what they see.
Okay.
You good? Hey, you can't see.
I'm making sure I pull everything down.
You good?
And that's
I'll
why
tell you
got
this
my
time. I see.
scarf
I was
today.
gonna say. I see you got your.
Yeah, I got my little scarf. I see your tattoo.
Was that him? That told you that
What?
when you the first time?
No, that was Charlene.
Oh, okay.
Not Charlene. It wasn't Charlene. It was him. Yeah, him.
Oh,
It was
you,
him.
you
Yeah,
saw
yeah.
it?
He was like,
And
fix
that's
your
why I was
shirt.
like trying to say something. I'm
Yeah,
like looking
he was
like,
like,
I want to be
fix your
like,
shirt. I'm
yo,
like,
the camera, like,
Yeah,
the
that was him.
camera. And I'm like,
That's
oh,
Kelly.
he told
Yeah.
I texted her. She looked at the
I
thing
said,
and said,
oh. Yeah. Okay. I couldn't see the shirt. She said she can't see the shirt. You just did all of that and covered it right back up.
we got a minute. You want another song or you want to come back?
You want to come in? No, Kim ain't. She didn't do another song because she didn't call in yet.
No.
you want to switch it?
Leslie, don't look away just because there's no eye contact.
I'm
You
looking.
can't hear
I'm
me.
looking away. I'm looking at
Your
This is a
earrings,
nice.
your earrings
This
are
is
so
a nice
pretty.
painting.
I love your natural way.
This is really a nice
Leslie,
piece.
you know how beautiful and African American
I
you are.
Mhm.
Don't you want to come sit here?
No.
So we'll do charisma first.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll just do
Original
charisma.
first.
Okay, do charisma first. She here? Oh,
That's
okay.
what people usually do.
I'm coming up with like Philly's own charisma. How you doing? Because she's from here. I know, but that's why I couldn't. Okay, but I need a hit.
No,
I'm just joking.
no.
I'm just joking. I'm just joking. I don't do none of that
Give me a
shit.
hitter.
Can you get the water?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Can you slap our glasses? Thank you.
I'll get you that.
No, she made glasses for us. It's the one in the freezer.
Thank you.
I meant to put
And look, you gotta pass it right here. I can't reach. My shoulder's broken.
That is true. Yours is Poland Spring?
Yes, ma'am.
The frozen one or the?
The lightly
No,
frozen.
So we went to the next.
That's her.
Yes, sir. I got
Yeah.
it.
How I do it?
with the phone.
This one?
Kim?
Thank you, sir.
Hey, you're gonna be first, and then your husband is second. So we're gonna go live, and
We're gonna do her first.
Yeah.
Then we'll go to a
we're
music
gonna go to a
break,
music break,
and then Warren.
and then you want to come back. So just stay on the line. Just stay there because we're playing music right now.
Can I?
Oh, well, this is bad. No, she's coming to
She's coming to see
You
you.
can switch it.
So we,
You good, Kim?
No,
Okay.
just switch it.
Wait, let me
I always
see.
have remember.
You know how to do-
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. No.
Yeah, I know.
You know how to
Sometimes
put
I
somebody
forget
in
and I
the
be
face
saying
now?
something. No.
that
Yeah,
makes
yeah.
sense, right?
If you hit, you live.
I'm gonna go live. What do I do? Don't play another song. Kim, you in front of your Facebook?
So she got a request.
You
Yeah.
gotta request me live.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta request me
She gotta
live.
watch your live.
Watch my live and then request them. I'll bring you in. Come in. Hi, honey. Woo! Woo!
All right. Here we go.
That's
Yeah.
Hey.
Hello.
Hello.
That's Leslie.
Nice to
That's
meet you.
Kelly.
How you doing?
Oh, share.
How you doing? Tell her.
All right, you live.
Kim?
Are you live?
No, I'm not live
You
yet.
gotta go live.
When I go live, you're gonna request me and you're gonna come in.
She has to watch the live.
You have to watch the live. I'm going on a live feed now. You hear me? Kim? You hear me? You on Facebook? Go on Facebook. I'm going live. Request me live so we can see each other and the people can see you.
Can this go louder?
Right? So we want them to see.
Mark will do it. Mark, can it go louder?
What you mean?
It's not on yet.
The phone.
It's not on yet. The
Far as
mics
what?
are off yet.
Oh yeah, the mic's
The mics are
off.
off. Until
You'll
we go
hear
back
it though.
on.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice.
That is nice.
You got pieces to close up.
Like on the lampshade, like places.
Well, there's a coat hanger.
Yeah, look, a rat.
And then looks like
Can you bring the back over? Thank you, Leslie.
What am I trying to do? I'm trying to share the YouTube so you can.
Yeah, I wish
So
you
one of maybe right?
Leslie's still coming up with you. Washing now.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. That's good. Right?
Yeah.
Huh?
I'm sorry.
Kim?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's really nice.
Oh, that's
But
nice.
don't block it.
Don't forget we live.
We live. They can
On
see
YouTube.
all of that on YouTube.
It's real.
Okay.
Real, right? You see, you get what I'm saying? Where they can see it all around.
Okay, so.
Yeah, that one's good. Yeah.
Okay, we going back. We come back.
You want to come back?
Yeah.
Now or you want to?
You want to do another show? You want to do another song?
No,
No, no,
no.
I'm going to talk to Kim.
Alright, I can say it when you're ready. There's no rush. Just let me know when you're ready.
I'm going to do her last. I'm going to bring her in first so we can have her. Kim, I'm live on Facebook. Hey, Facebook, we're back. I have Miss Kimberly Frederick Griffin coming in live. Kim, I think you said request.
Yeah, she
You,
on there.
you on live, Kim?
Once you see her, come on, you gotta see her.
Am I on live?
Yeah, I'm saying you gotta request me. I'm on live, so I can bring you in so we can have a double screen.
Go to her live feed,
Go to my live feed.
and once you see her
I'm
pop
on
on.
there.
All right, now.
No, that ain't her.
That's not her.
That's not her. That's her. What do I do?
Hit it.
Hit it?
Can you fix that shoulder
It's not.
on the
It's
right
a
side?
request to bring in.
How?
You can't.
How do I? Cause she,
I got it.
you got requests. Okay,
Now
okay.
you do. Yeah, hit
Approve.
approve.
Okay, it's adding me. Well, come on through.
It's gonna take a minute. You gotta listen. There you go.
It
Go
said
back.
broadcast failed.
And I figured right in front of your friend. Sorry, friend. Friend, you don't want to move over here so that we
Kim, do it again. Kim, it failed. Let's do it again. We're gonna do it again. We're gonna try again. Okay, request me again.
Which one? This one?
I know it worked because what's name did
Wait a minute.
it? Carolyn did it.
Yeah,
What?
but
Hold on.
I'm live.
Okay. Hold on. There you go. All right. So. Okay. Here we go.
All right,
So one on each side,
I did it.
one that way and one the other way, so like shape the other thing.
I'm doing an ad.
I'm putting you on.
Yes,
It's a short song.
Good.
All right, you ready? You ready?
I'm ready.
You ready?
We ready. We're live.
Now you gotta lower it because you hear the feedback. That's gonna happen because she got the music. So
I'm gonna turn it down.
Oh, she just gotta lower it.
Lower yours,
The music. Did she
cause the
listen to
music.
it? Hear it
on the
echoing?
phone.
Cause you on the phone.
Oh, that's why. You want it on the phone or live?
I want her on the phone.
Glitter is
On both. She can't do both.
Lower that.
Okay.
Y'all ready?
You good. Good. Okay.
Hey everybody, we're back and we're back with Miss Kim, our entrepreneur.
Yes. Hi, Kim. How are you? She's from Virginia.
Hi. How's everybody doing today?
Everybody's fine. Thank you for tuning in. We are talking to one half of the power couple from Virginia. Her name is Kimberly Frederick Griffin. Sorry about that. She is an entrepreneur. She's a powerhouse guy. She has 2 businesses. So, Kim, how does it feel to be an entrepreneur with 2 great businesses?
Well, it feels okay. I mean, getting started was the hard part. Still up in, progressing as we speak. So I haven't really been that much successful yet, but I'm still, giving it an opportunity to prosper at some point.
Okay, so can you tell us the name of your businesses?
So I have two. I have traffic leads and I have curb, specimen, and blood.
Okay, can you tell us
Traffic leads is
about?
video marketing,
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
advertisement that I do for small businesses.
Okay, yes, I
Is that
do.
echoing?
Yeah, you echoing because somebody said it's too much echoing. I think what do we have to do?
Get off Facebook.
I have to come on Facebook. Stay on the phone. Stay on the phone.
Yeah. Say something.
Okay, you can hear me, Kim?
Hold on. Hello?
Yeah, we good. You can hear
There
us?
she is now.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So finish telling us about your business. Traffic leads, I'm sorry.
Okay, so Traffic Leads is a video advertising business that I created, and what I do is I advertise videos to engage that business to get more customers or more viewers, whatever have you. And it's usually like a 60-second video, 60 seconds to a minute video, and it gives some type of branding for that specific company. Then I have Curb, Specimen, and Blood, which is a blood collection that I do mainly for seniors. So I go out to senior facilities, assisted living or nursing homes, and I collect their specimens that they need, either in emergency or on a routine basis. And then I drop it at the laboratory of the
That sounds really interesting. Was it hard for you to get into that line of business?
Well, the video marketing is more or less just creating, brainstorming, vision-wise, and adding those particular introductions to that business. Now, for Curb, Specimen, and Blood, I've been in the laboratory business for about 28 years. So I started off as a personal care aide and went into CNA and did phlebotomy, did health educating. I did instructor at a university, area university, and just felt like I enjoyed phlebotomy so much I just created a collection site.
Okay, that's good. Ms. L, do you have any questions for Ms. L?
Absolutely. Did you always want to get into the digital marketing business? Like, what made you go that way?
What made me go that way was I had started a business at some point before I started these. I started a senior care business, a home care business, and I didn't do too well with it. So I kind of wanted to do some advertising, and the advertisement that I was looking for was always so pricey. So, as a new business, you can't afford those things. You need to get in revenue first before you actually do a job. So I found it pretty pricey, and I always wanted to know how to do it. So when I did find out, I found this great app and this great company that works with me, and I just started, everything is practice makes perfect. And then I just started doing it, and from there, I was like, you know what, I'm going to do for businesses that are small and want advertisement. So that's how I created it.
So your primary target market is small businesses?
Mainly small businesses. My prices are not very high. So I don't think I would want to do any large business for all that I got going on. Just mainly me and my son sometimes. So I usually get like individuals that are like single-handed or just maybe like 2 or 3 people. So it's not really that much of a large business because I got a lot going on anyway.
If there was somebody who was interested in getting into what you're into, what advice would you give them?
To get into video marketing, basically you would really need to actually research first. You really want to research, you want to make sure that you're not spending a lot for it. Because it's not a lot that you need to spend for it to do video marketing. Now video advertising, that's different. For video marketing, you just need to really research first, find a good quality app that you want to use. You don't want nothing that don't have good quality. Make sure it's got good pixels in it. You don't want nothing less than 720 because it's going to be all cloudy and it's not going to look good. So you want to give good quality brands to that specific company. So for advice for anyone that wants to do it, I would advise you to do it.
Okay, so now as far as the blood collection, so you enjoyed phlebotomy so much that you wanted your own business. First, how many employees do you have?
Well, I'd say it's just me right now.
Okay, so and you're handling all your clients by yourself. Go ahead, Superwoman. So if
Well,
what?
no. Let me just back up a little bit. My business is really not up and running yet because I'm still waiting for certain credentials.
Okay.
Okay. The credentials you have to go by state before you can actually do anything.
Mm-hmm.
So those haven't come to part yet. So it's up and it's good, but I can't just put myself out there because I'm not trying to get cited for anything.
Of course not. Of course not. So then, if somebody was interested in starting this, since you're already done, most of the legwork, what advice would you give them if they wanted to, break off into the phlebotomy business or in their own as an entrepreneur?
As in the phlebotomy business, I would make sure that person actually has years of experience doing phlebotomy.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just jump into that type of field if you don't know how to stick or you have to do it successfully.
Mm-hmm.
I've been doing it for a very long time, and as me being an instructor, that's where I really got my administrative hands in to know what I should do first and what not to do.
Mm-hmm.
Because you got to do your CLIA, you got to do your Medicare, Medicaid, you got to do your bachelor, you got to do, it's a lot of end work that you got to do to get into that. Then you got to make sure that you have other reputable people that you can use as far as laboratory and what other sites you can use in case you are backed up and you need staff. So there's all those things that you need to do. And then I got a good friend that's here that she's done it. She was successful. So she kind of led me the way as like a mentor.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
That's very good. Well, Kim, I'm so happy that you were able to find time in your hectic schedule to speak with us. It was so interesting getting to know you a little bit. Thank you so much.
I have a
So
couple.
what is your name?
It's Miss LT.
This is LT. How are you today?
Hi, Miss Kim.
I was like, I don't know if that's her or not.
So I am one of her faithful clients. Kim has done several. If you want to see her work, you can go to my website, which she manages my website. She also put my website together, which is amazing. It's abookandadream.com. So all of my videos, all of my stuff that she does, all of my promotion, Miss Kimberly does it. So Traffically is amazing. Every time she sends me a video, I'm screaming, I'm yelling. Like, she did it, she did it. It's like really good because she really takes her time and gives you quality work. And it is affordable because I am a small business, a little person. But it makes you look bigger than what you are because people start to really watch you, and it's a good thing. So I commend her with that, and she takes her time. And I know because she's growing, when she gets other clients, she's going to take her time with you again. Kim, can you please tell them how to get in contact with you if they want your business for promotions and doing your website?
Trafficlymarketing.com. I'm on Facebook, Instagram. And I also have a YouTube site that I kind of just upload the videos to. You can send me an email as well. My email is trafficlymarketing@gmail.com. And yeah, that's it. I can't give you my personal.
No, of course not. No, because you might get some weirdos. No, just give the business stuff. No, I don't want nobody to wear you out, but
And we don't want Warren coming for us.
that's right.
I don't want no parts of Warren.
So again, this is Miss Kimberly Frederick Griffin. She's the owner of Traffic Leads Marketing. So we're gonna be right back after this.
Can I say something else?
Of course, go ahead.
I just came on to something new. I mean, I don't know if Ken told you, but I've been working on something. I had a lot of things going on in my life. Lost both my parents, so it's encouraging me to move further because it's something my mom wanted me to do, so I'm doing it. And by the grace of God, I've been doing better.
Amen.
So I just got a job to do mental health.
Yes. I forgot about that.
So with that being said, I'm going to learn everything I can learn, and once I learn it really good and get all my experience, I'm going to attach that to her flesh and blood. So then I could be a counselor for those individuals that need a voice. Someone to listen to them, someone to speak for them, because I think all of us as individuals who have some type of mental issue that we probably went through in our life, and we need to let it out. You know,
Yes.
so I want to do that for community, for our children, for children that feel that they're damaged, for children that feel like they have this disorder and it's never going to get better. It will get better. So that's what I'm working on now.
Yes, Kim. Yes, that was good. So, Kimberly, I want to thank you for talking with us. We're gonna go to a song, and then we're gonna come back and talk to your husband, who is a published author, Arthur W.
Okay.
Griffin. And so, stay on. So, we're gonna go to a song, and we'll be right back.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Kim.
Nice to meet everybody.
Okay.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah.
Kim.
Yes.
Okay, you want to hold on? Or you want to call? You want to call us back?
You want me to hold on?
Yeah, might as well say.
Yeah. After the song, then Warren's gonna come on.
Okay.
She's. You want to start with this? A little bit. Okay. Got this one at the top. And then this one. And then we're gonna take it first. We want to speak to women and we'll give the world report. The world report. Okay.
Try to cover them talking on YouTube. These days we talk like that. It's all right. Go ahead.
That's why they're gonna love our show, because they get every
Little
tidbit
detail.
of the situation. It's real. So look. Or
The situation. Here, Lord have mercy.
or you want to do
No.
you know.
So you go first. And we. So I'm doing.
Ooh, they can hear us. I'm about to break up my wiki.
I'm sorry.
So mom, I'm entertainment down.
I heard somebody
Manual.
say
So you're gonna do.
I just want to die.
Spell me
Then
out.
I'll just come right on you. Like,
That is
hey.
my yours. I
Yeah.
told you.
I asked you what brown girl to watch. Who you want? And
Oh, you said
said Miss Minnie.
Oh, I'm sorry. So that's yours. Okay. So I got Spellman. I got the Future rapper.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
Zay said he can't hear the song.
You can't hear the song?
On
I'm listening.
Sadora Radio.
I actually listen to what everybody else listens to.
Yeah, no.
On the radio. If he,
Oh,
he
no.
can't hear it, he can't hear it on
Tell me not
YouTube.
on yet. Cause look, this is the actual station. So I don't know why he can't hear
Yeah,
it.
he can't hear.
He's probably on YouTube.
Oh. No. The song.
Oh yeah, he's not gonna hear you
The
yet.
radio
That's
station.
why.
Yeah, commercial.
She said she hear it. Okay.
Oh.
Yes, that's Charlene. Oh.
She'll get it. She'll get it.
You got a minute.
We got a minute. Okay, come on. We doing another song. Oh, we. Oh. What is that?
Ladybug Smith, great information.
Hear it.
Women and Robinson, hello, these people on YouTube, that's why I be telling y'all the whole
Okay,
Facebook.
yeah,
I need to
okay.
go on YouTube.
Gwendolyn Robinson,
Right.
Yeah, I mean, they are everybody in love with this Facebook. They kill themselves. They don't realize that. Look,
I'm
Okay, come on.
Are you ready?
Okay,
30
we ready.
seconds.
You said Gwendolyn Robinson? That's right.
Yeah.
Just tell me. Just
Gwendolyn
show me.
Robinson, Ladybug Smith.
Okay, Ladybug Smith. She
Let
always
me know
says.
this. All right, ready? 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Stop. I just load this so you don't get feedback when you do. Come on.
Okay.
All right. Action.
Hey, we're back with Brown Girl hashtag We Got This. This is author Pamela J.
And Miss LT.
We're back live. So guys, thanks for tuning in and staying with us. Please go on to YouTube to SadoraRadio.com to hear us and see us live. We're not on Facebook right now, so go to YouTube. Okay, now we're back with Miss LT. Are you okay?
I'm fabulous.
Why are you laughing?
This is hilarious.
Hi, Miss Kim. Okay, so we're going to talk to new author on the block. He's doing his thing.
Hey.
He just dropped his first book entitled Janice. His name is Author W. Griffin. Mr. Griffin, are you live with us now?
Yeah, I'm here. How you guys doing?
Hey, how you doing?
Author W. Griffin.
Hey.
How you doing today?
First of all, I'm doing fine, and I just love what you guys are doing also.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. Okay, so tell us, how did you start writing? What made you want to be an author?
You know, that right there is an interesting story. I have to take it back a little bit. I was pretty much in church, and this is a true story. I was in church, and I had a pastor. Actually, his name is Pastor Warren. And he was pastoring one day, and he pretty much told, I remember him to always say, you know, go to a car line. You know, just test drive a car if you can't afford it. Jump in a Benz if you can't afford it. You know.
Wow.
And he would have these sermons, and they was pretty motivational sermons or whatever. And then one day he was like, "Hey, write a book." He said, "I don't care if you don't know how to write a book." You know what I did? What I did. Denise was created. Yeah, and that's when I feel like wow. I mean, here I am now. You know, and I wrote the book 12 years ago, but here I am now. Like, I'm so excited about it. Creating new titles, and there you go. I don't want to drag on, but actually, that's really, really how I started. Like, yeah.
That's an amazing story. I'm sorry. Warren, continue. I'm sorry.
Oh no. I mean that's really how it started. I mean it was a thing to where, you know, sometimes we don't know what we have in us until we start doing it. So there you go, and that's pretty much how I actually started. I wrote my first novel.
Oh, that's amazing. So tell us, what is Janice about? I mean, I'm starting, it's 45 chapters, so I started reading it, but I want you to let the audience know what's the book actually about. I think it's a great story, but you could tell them what's the story about.
Well, Denise, I mean, when I was writing this book, I just thought about how, you know, you got two people that pretty much were totally opposite of each other, you know, and Denise is the main character, and Melvin is a loving character, put it that way. But the two things that they have that's different is the fact that Denise is 6'2" and Melvin is 5'7". And pretty much the story starts off with them getting into a car accident. And I would say it goes on from there. The twist and the turn of the story is great. You know, I've introduced other characters in the book, and each character is real interesting. You know, I'm trying to, excuse me if I'm rattling on, but you know, I want to tell the book, but I just don't. You know, I kind of got my wife in the background, so y'all got to excuse me. I'm rambling on here. He's nervous.
Don't be nervous, Warren. Don't be scared, Warren. Don't be scared.
He's good.
I'm not nervous. I'm being cold, and I'm just. But anyway, pretty much is a romance novel with two people who meet on the road, get into a car accident, and the story goes on from there. That's it.
Okay. All right. So how could the viewers get your book? Some viewers, I'm gonna tell you what some of them are saying. Wow, 45 chapters, why so long? How can they get the book? Where can we purchase the book? Let them know where they can get the book.
Well, right now that book is available on Amazon.com and BrownGirl.com. They're the two platforms that are on, but I don't want people to get discouraged by how many chapters it is, because they're not long chapters.
Right.
You know, the book really ties together very well. And every chapter accents the chapter before. So, you know, each chapter is important because once you started reading it, you'll understand that as I was writing the book, I wanted to really, really tie my chapters together. And all of these people pretty much, once you start reading it, they're all they're doing is pretty much kind of a synopsis of what happened in the prior chapter. So let's say that Denise went through something and was engaged with Melvin and something. What happened is when Melvin started narrating, he's gonna go back to what he just went through. So it ties together very well in that aspect. And what you have to understand is that as I tied the book together, I just wanted it to just flow, and I think it flows beautifully. And I've literally been told it plays like a movie in your head.
That's
Wow.
great. That's
How I
good.
want all my, and that's how I want all my books to be. I want it to be. I want it, and my mantra is entertaining your mind through pages, and I'm gonna really, really stick to that.
Wow, say that again. Say it slower though. What's your mantra? Go ahead. I like that.
Entertaining the mind through pages.
Well, all right, snap it up for
Right, that's
snap it up for
good.
Warren. All right, I like that. Okay.
That is good.
All right, and what else are we looking for? Okay, you just put out Janice. What's your next couple of books that you're about to put out?
I only want to go as far as to say that I'm working on the series Jungle, and wow, I'm working on that, and I'm noticing that a lot of things went on, so I kind of had to go back last night and see the same thing, try to stop together. I want to, but the materialistic jungle basically is about a young girl. She's 18 years old. She's rich as hell, but you know her biggest problem? You want to see how the normal world operates.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, she wants to be around normal people, so she's going to find out. And this is the beauty of writing, because I can take the book wherever I want, you know. But I'm not only in writing, I'm learning, you know, about characters and how to present them. And one thing that I learned, and I was feeling sorry for porn, but you know, I got this little program that I read, and it's telling me, hey, you always got to make your character sweat. I'm gonna make her sweat, you know. You're gonna realize that 18 years old, with all this money, and you want to be around normal people, okay. You're going to see how that works out for you. I'm not saying that you can't, and you know, I don't look, I'm not going to beat normal people up, but she has to understand that money is not evil, it's the root to it, you know?
Yes, exactly.
Well, it's the love of money.
That love of money, there you go.
Okay. That's
So with that, I want to keep it fun also. You know, I don't want to be in the same lane all the time with my book. You know, Denise was just full of drama. It really was.
yes.
But it's good drama, bad drama. But this book here, I was thinking like, you know, I wanted to be where really a child, not a child, but a preteen can pick up and read it also. You
Okay.
know? So, you know, it might have now, Denise's might be a little rated R, I don't know. But this one here, I don't think it's gonna be. This might be PG. Put it that way.
Okay. That's
And just to piggyback on that, I started when I wrote Denise. I actually had 3 titles, but the third title I don't want to put that out there because I'm thinking about changing it. You know, I'm thinking about changing the title to that book, so that's why I don't want to. It's already written, but I don't think I really like the title. So, the title was called "Who Am I?" It was a title called "Who Am I?" That was my third title. But I don't know if I like the title, but we'll see as I get to write it. And pretty much that was based on a young lady who I think she was like a paralegal, and now she's working in a bakery here down in Virginia Beach. And she's just asking herself, "Who am I?" You know.
okay.
You know, how do I got all this education? I did all of this. How did I end up here? basically that was the concept of the book. But like I say, one of my books. So there's three titles: Denise, Materialistic Jungle, and Who Am I? But Who Am I don't know if we keep the title that way, but it's out there now. So there you go.
Okay. All right. And Warren, can you please tell us what's your website so the viewers can keep in contact with you?
My website is authorwgriffin.com.
Okay, and Miss LT has a question for you. I'm sorry.
Okay, so how long did it take?
How you doing?
Hi, how you doing, Warren? How long did it take for you to write Janice? Thank you.
Actually, it took me about 30 days.
Okay.
And the reason why I actually wrote that book at work. The work that I used to do, I was kind of between contracts, so we was between a contract, and I was a superintendent back then, and I just been between contracts. You know, I locked myself in my office, and I created that book. It's a good book. It's a good book. I really think, and I created that thing because I was really in a creative space at that point. You know, and the reason why I'm telling you guys that is right now with you know, Materialistic Jungle, a lot of things have happened. You know, so I'm jumping in and out of the creative space with it. But I'm noticing that it's coming back now. I'm really excited about jumping back into it and making sure. But yeah, it took about 30 days to write it. You know?
And do you have a date for your next up and coming book on when it may be released?
Don't want to put out a date right now because this book right here is the way I got it structured is going to be 4 chapters. It's going to be pretty much, I'm not calling them scenes, I'm calling them situations. There's going to be 4 situations, and I want each to have 12 chapters. And again, they're not long chapters, but it's going to be a 48 chapter book, and I just want to make sure that it's perfect. So with everything going on right now and trying to find time to write and you know, working and trying to find time to write stuff like that, I'm trying to get my writing sessions on the weekend. So it could take a little longer. If I had a projected date, I heard that the New Year was the best time to bring out a book.
Okay.
January 1. You know, everybody is pretty much coming off Christmas and, you know, the New Year is starting. And because you look at right now, and I'm not trying to promote that for it, but they advertising it now, it's coming out in January. So
Right.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Okay. Okay.
Well, thank you, Warren. That's all I have to say. It's a pleasure speaking with you.
okay, I appreciate you guys.
Warren, you still there?
I really, really thank you guys for having me on this platform. It's really good. But again, I got a Facebook page. Everything is Author W. Griffin, and I also have an Instagram page. It's Author W. Griffin. And I just started my YouTube channel. And my YouTube, you just subscribe to that, and it's just Warren Griffin. You know, so if you click on YouTube, go to Warren Griffin. Actually, I just uploaded my first video. So my thought process is really to just take people on this journey with me, man. Because I'm excited. So hopefully I have 1 or 2 people that be excited with me.
They will be. And I thank you
Well,
so
you got
much.
us excited with you.
You have any questions?
No.
Okay. Well, thank you, Warren and Kimberly, for coming on the show today. We thank you guys. We're gonna have you back again when you drop your next book, Warren. So we're gonna go to we want to thank you again for being on. Ladybug Smith says she loves your concept and she finds your book interesting and she's definitely gonna go get it and read it.
Me too.
And so did the Rebel. He said he's gonna get it too. First, she said 45 chapters. Wow, long. But when you started explaining it, she said it sounds very interesting. So she really wants the book. So she's
Definitely
gonna definitely go get it. So you have a new fan, all right?
Look at you.
Look at you.
Look
Okay,
at you.
now.
The platform working for you already.
Okay, so that's a good thing. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
So we'll be talking to you soon.
Power couple.
Power couple. Yay. Thanks, guys.
Good
Kim,
night,
I'll call you
guys.
later.
That makes it
Okay.
real.
On the song.
Yep. What was your last name? She is she's only from Washington.
That's what you're laughing at?
I thought y'all was laughing.
Unreal.
Patient to see everything.
I am. So when we come back, we're
But the
doing
world is
The World Report. Okay. And I'm starting.
She's hilarious. I love her.
I'm starting. You can.
No, she has 3. You have 2, right?
I got 2 minutes
So
because
Yeah, I have a
no,
lot.
she got a lot, so I'm gonna do first,
Yeah,
and then
that's
she's gonna do
exactly.
because that's really her stuff.
Cute.
All right, okay, I got you. It's 11 thighs.
Well, I'm telling you something. That's it.
Jesus, okay. Telling us something.
Go to boy. Okay, so like you're determining. I did something wrong. Like, oh, I told her I didn't get to ask questions. You can have that.
I'm sorry, I was just wanting to get him that question longer because
What? Wait, that's a Pandora
YouTube,
bracelet.
YouTube.
of course.
All right, Joe.
20 seconds.
Okay, all right. I look like a fat cow. Why are we talking?
That's your fault. I think you could find that.
I didn't get this.
She just want to get at it.
No.
10 seconds.
Just second. You got the World Report? Yeah, the Brown Report.
Okay, come back.
Yeah. Hey, this is Octopus for Jay and
Miss LT.
we're
Listen,
back
so-
live with the Brown Girl hashtag. We got this on Sador Radio. Please subscribe. Hit the YouTube bell. Ding, ding,
Yeah.
ding. We're back with the Brown Girl World Report.
World Report. This is where we tell you what's going on around the world and what's going on in stocks. We try to give you a little bit of everything, so make sure you enjoy.
Okay, so first up, we have Spelman College receiving funding of $2 million in a grant from the Department of Defense, and it's supporting its continued growth in the STEM program, which I thought was
That
very
is-
great.
That's super awesome.
And it's
Yeah.
for minority women.
And then it's an African American school, female.
Yes.
You know, so the fact that they have this funding, this lets us know that there's going to be so many little African American girls going out there to become president. I'm very excited.
Okay, yes, snap it up. So that's how the thing. Snap, 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 snap it up. Okay. Also, Future rapper, the rapper Future. Sorry, I know they knew I was gonna mess it up, but he's a rapper.
Future rappers.
His
He's
name
a
is
future
Future.
rapper.
Sorry.
Affiliated.
Sorry. Anyway, the Future, the rapper Future. Stop! Oh my God, he's doing amazing things with his college foundation. His foundation called Free Wishes. He is working on helping children that's going to school. He's giving them $2,000 for tuition.
That is
And
amazing.
he's doing a 17 city tour. And each city, he's giving the $2,000. And the way you can get involved with the scholarship, you have to be a student going to college, and you have to subscribe to his Instagram or his, it says info@freewishes.org. And you have, and it's going to be announced, each winner is going to be announced at each tour date. And you have to send a 500-word essay detailing about yourself and why you should get this $2,000. And not only that, the person that gets the $2,000 also gets 2 free tickets to his show.
See,
So
that's
how
really
that's
great.
really
That is
great.
good.
That is
And I
really
think that's
awesome.
great when our rappers or singers or entertainment that
African
we
American celebrities.
period give back to their community
Yes,
because
yes.
we are the ones that fund them to get them to where they at. So they must
Exactly.
remember that
To
Yeah.
give
So,
something back.
to give
right?
back. You're supposed to give back. So I think that's good. Snap it up for Future.
So Future.
Okay, Miss LT, what's on your report?
So on today's World Report, I have Trump says that he's calling off Afghan peace talks. Secret meeting with Taliban leaders. Afghans brace for more violence. Trump's envoy clashes with Afghans over proposed Taliban deal. You got to know about this stuff.
The pink man, really? But
I mean,
orange man.
unfortunately,
Orange man.
hey, I'm just letting you know.
I'm
he is
dead.
orange.
I'm dead.
He's all the way orange.
Orange man.
The typhoon, there's a typhoon sweeping over North Korea, and so far it's claimed 5 lives and 3 lives in South Korea. So let's send out our prayers and our good faithful wishes and good vibes to North and South Korea.
Yes.
After Hurricane Dorian, a community in the Bahamas is lying in rubble. Celebrity cruise ships reroute themselves to the Bahamas to deliver food to these people.
All right.
I think that is just like so
Yes.
amazing
Yes.
that, a natural disaster has hit our fellow man. And usually celebrities are selfish, but these particular celebrities, they rerouted their whole cruise ship just so that they can feed a community who is really going through some hard times. So definitely blessings to the people in Bahamas and in Korea.
They said Tyler Perry was using his private plane to fly to the Bahamas. Yeah. So that's
Supplies.
pretty cool. He did it twice.
That's
Wow.
nice.
He did it
Twice
twice.
Yeah,
already.
that's pretty cool.
And I believe when Puerto Rico had their thing, he did it a few
Yeah.
times too. So he's
Yeah.
definitely
Yes.
into the community and outreach, which is really, really amazing. On trending topics, branding is more than just your logo and a website. And it's about your name. It's about the name of your products and your services and what image and the thoughts that you want to leave on people's minds. So let's keep that in mind, young entrepreneurs. Don't just focus so much. The logo isn't a great thing. Absolutely. Your website, yes. You want to keep people captivated, but also make sure you are a brand. How you carry yourself. Don't try to go out there and sell millions of stuff, and then the next day you on World Star, either getting beat up or beating somebody up. Carry yourself
She's
as a
right.
brand.
She's right.
Carry yourself as a total brand. The purpose of you branding yourself is to make money. You ain't gonna make money being that. Carry yourself and conduct yourself properly and accordingly.
In a positive way.
Absolutely, all day. And a nice little section that I've added to the World Report. On this day, in 1970, Black September hijackings, I know y'all don't want to hear this, but Black September hijackings began. 3 airliners were hijacked and blown up by Popular Front of Libertarian Palestine. In 1986, the Oprah Winfrey Show was first broadcast.
Woo!
Wow.
Right.
In 1919, Babe Ruth hit his 26th home run, which broke the 1899 record.
All right. Snap up.
So now, divas in history. Today's diva in history is going to be Miss Claudette Colvin. Miss Claudette Colvin, many of you might not know, and it's really sad that we don't know. And I didn't know this until I started doing my research. Several months before Rosa Parks refused to give up her seat on the bus, Colvin was the first person arrested for resisting bus segregation in Montgomery, Alabama, at the age of 15. She also served as one of the 4 plaintiffs in the case of Brownder versus Gale, which ruled that Montgomery's segregated bus system was unconstitutional. So Claudette made such a major mark in history, for Rosa to even be seen or be noticed. Claudette set the path, and no one knows anything of her, or very minimal people know of her.
Actually,
so we really need to look into our history, because so many African American women have aided in paving the way for our African American culture right now. Last but not least, we have our Brown Girl Watch. So the Brown Girl Watch is where we spotlight an African American young lady, young woman who is setting and making history. So today we have Simone Ashley Manuel. She was born August 2nd, 1996. An African American who has made history at age 22.
Wow.
Becoming the first American woman to complete a sweep of 50 and 100 meter freestyles at the World Swimming Competition last Sunday night in South Korea.
All
Do
right.
that,
That is
Miss
amazing.
Simone. Miss Simone is doing the thing.
Yes.
She had a goal and she worked hard to get it. She's 22. How
All
many
right.
22-year-olds
That's right.
do
Us
you know
brown girls is
have a
doing
goal
it.
and go for it?
How
So,
we say that?
brown girl to watch.
We got this. We do this. We run this. All right. Okay. Miss Smith said it's awesome. I mean, yeah, Miss Lady Brooke Smith. She also wanted you to know that they used Rosa Parks because her skin was a lighter skin tone. She knew about it. She's a Miss Charlene Smith. She's on YouTube on a live chat. Sorry. I just wanted you to know what she said to you. So you can adjust that. Oh, you can see it too? Okay, that's good.
Okay,
Too.
so last but not least, finance. So I really, really want all of us to be millionaires and billionaires. And every time on this show, I will be spotlighting a stock or finance or something of that nature to help us move forward in our financial growth. So today's stock, believe it or not, is marijuana related. Marijuana is coming up so much that they're on the stock index. So look out. I know, but it is. It's one stock.
Yes,
It's estimated $50 billion market.
Yeah.
And not in big.
Exactly, and the fact that they're starting to legalize it across the state because now Michigan it's the 10th state to legalize it. So you get in now on that stock when it's all over, your little $2,000 has turned into $200 million. So get in where you fit in, as well as CBD. So CBD is a component of the cannabis plant. So cannabis is made from CBD and THC, and combined, that's what makes the cannabis plant. They have found that CBD, when extracted, it aids in so much inflammation, pain, headaches, mood stabilizer, of course, without the THC effects to the point where you're feeling inebriated, you're feeling high. It does not come up on drug tests whatsoever. So stock in marijuana and in CBD on the rise. I didn't say buy weed. I said buy stock in weed. Y'all ain't coming after me. I don't know.
And the crazy thing is, I saw that a lot of black farmers now, they're not letting them in.
No.
This is she said a $50 billion, and a lot of black farmers are being X'd out.
Even though it started in our population,
Yeah.
They wanted to arrest us like nobody's business.
And now they don't want to give it to us now that it's legal.
Now that they found a way to make
Now
money
it's legal,
off it,
they don't want us to
they
make
want
money.
to cut you out of it because they
Yeah.
know we know how to run
Yeah.
that business and we'll be bigger than them. So you know what I mean? But there's always ways around that.
That's true too.
Is how far are you willing to go? See, that farmer's not going to get a lawyer. You know what I mean? But if he gets one, there's ways around that. If you can farm, I can farm.
Amen.
Okay. Well, Miss LT, we stacked up with Miss LT on that nice brown girl report and all that other good stuff. What's up next, Miss LT?
We have a great song coming up.
In like 1 second. And
Yes.
we'll be right back.
From the best engineer ever.
I got you.
Yeah.
I'm not. So not right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm gonna read the question out loud and tell them the answer.
Yes, and then you'll announce who the winner is. And we had both of them.
Of course, I'm not sure.
We both got the same.
Y'all covering the mics like the mics is on. That's the mic.
That thing
The
is
mic
picking
is
us
off.
up even when we whisper.
Yes.
Yes.
That's we need that.
You gotta write down the name.
We need that in our
See
life.
those moves? Anytime you see these green dots move,
It hears us joy. But why we don't see the green dots?
that's why I turn on the music because it's on mine because I'm on Sador
He's
Radio.
on to go
Y'all business. That's why I always turn this up so y'all can talk.
Don't do that. Oh my God. Jesus help me. I'm dead.
You are mine. You are mine.
I'm dead.
I thought it was me.
Somebody said something.
That's a good camera. We gotta get
You know, it's crazy. The first time I heard this song,
Somebody
was
just
at the
said.
Palladium.
That's the police.
At
Wow.
the Palladium. I never heard of Frank. I don't care. The age is good.
Exactly. You heard her say,
Listen.
did you hear the young bird say, what's that? Because I forgot the Palladium.
No, but that was the first time I was 16 years old. And that was the first time I heard this song.
Oh,
And we left. No.
Did you read what she said?
Palladium was you young too. I forgot about that. That was
It's a club.
No, it wasn't a
The
club.
Palladium, you did go to.
No, the
It was
Palladium was on 14th Street.
Right, but it was a club.
No, it was a concert. It was a.
No, they also held.
Well, when I went, it was for a concert.
It was house music.
No, it was a concert.
I think it is.
It's a concert.
Okay, we can. You want to say it out now?
Yeah, like
You can say it out more. Hey, we are now back live. It's Brown Girl. # we got this at Sador Radio.
It's Sador Radio.
I'm on the Pamela J.
Hi, I'm Miss LT.
All right, so now we're going to go to our movie contest.
Yay! Imitation of Life.
Okay, so we watched The Imitation of Life, and it was a very great movie. And all of our contests will always have a movie that with meaning, so it'll make you think.
And purpose.
And a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
So The Imitation of Life was our first movie contest, and we had over 100 people that sent in the information because we posted the questions, and we came down with 3 people, and the winner of the contest is ready?
Great drumming.
So, we have.
Well, Miss Denasia has won a Brown Girl # we got this hat and mitten set that was beautifully created and wonderfully designed with our Brown Girl on it, and we have a happy winner.
Yes,
I'm
we
very,
do.
very excited for Miss Denasia.
Yay!
How many questions did she get right?
She got everything right except for one.
Except for you got a 90.
She got a.
We're going back to school. You got an A.
So,
Go, Miss Denasia.
all right. So for my studio audience, if you watched Imitation of Life or even know about it, I'm gonna tell you the questions, and if y'all know the answers, you can shout it out. But if not, I'll let you know what the answers are. So the first question for the Imitation of Life was
Apples.
name the holiday that the teacher was discussing with the class when Sarah Jane's mother came to drop off her boots.
Christmas.
Yay! Also, who was Annie speaking to when she said, "How can I explain to my child she was born to be hurt"?
The Caucasian lady.
What's the Caucasian lady's name?
The Caucasian lady with blonde hair.
Miss Laura.
Miss Laura.
That's her name.
Miss Laura.
She saw the movie.
I knew it was Miss Some because back in the day we had to call her Miss Some. I know it was Miss. I can't remember the Laura.
Okay. How much did Miss Laura make on her first acting job?
Tricking to birthday. Get it? We're gonna
Okay.
turn that camera around on Miss Leslie.
How long has it been since Miss Laura saw Mr. Steve in the movie?
12 years.
10.
Oh.
Yeah,
good job.
Whoa. Okay,
I was
what
gonna say
did
5 and it's my concept.
no. Okay, what did Annie tell Miss Laura when she said to her she would be able to explain to Sarah Jane about being black?
Oh, I know that one.
What's that?
How do I explain to my child she was born to be hurt?
Yes.
Yay!
Yay!
I wasn't interested. Yay me!
And the biggest question that we did, because you have to watch the movie from beginning to the end, was in the beginning credits, what was falling?
Diamond.
Yay!
So, Miss Denasia,
You have won the mitten set. You'll be getting it, and we asked that you take a picture with it, send it back to us so we can put it up on our website, put it up on
Sador
radio,
everywhere.
Instagram,
So,
contest. So that was our first contest, and we thank you guys for participating. Now, the second movie contest. This is the movie we will be watching. We will be watching Remember the Titans! Yay! And again, please, to register to be a part of the movie, you have to go to
bgwgtradio@gmail.com.
yeah! Register. Say you want to be a part of the contest. You have to watch the movie from beginning to end.
From beginning to end, the questions can come from the beginning credits,
as you can see,
end credits,
at the end.
middle, sideways. We might ask, what side of his afro was puffed out and which one was it. So you better watch.
And we will be announcing the questions to the movie on our next show, which will be on Sunday.
2 Sundays from today.
Okay.
That's when it's going to be.
Okay, so thank you guys for playing the game, for playing our movie weekend. This is live radio, and I have to endure this.
You love every minute of it.
Next up, we will be interviewing PA's very own Charisma! She's in the house today, so we're going to be interviewing Miss Charisma.
Great energy, great vibes, great makeup.
Yeah!
Great artistic beauty all around.
We adding her with these two. Okay.
Okay, so and we will be back with Miss Charisma. We're going to a song.
She twerking in her cheeks. Y'all can't see that. Can't see that. I can't.
I wish I could mute. Let me see it.
You can't. Don't mute it. You want to hear it? Y'all want to hear it?
It's all right. So it's unmuted. We know it's unmuted now. So
No, it's ready?
You need to write it down.
yeah, I'm gonna find some. What time is it?
You
Another 45 minutes.
Yeah, we got
I'm gonna grab some more Mary Jane, a couple of. Y'all ready? Ready?
Oh,
Hey.
Oh no, I was waiting for us to finish coming.
I forgot.
All right, y'all ready?
Ready?
Fading in.
Hey, it's your girl, Author Pamela J. We are back live at Sador Radio. Brown Girl hashtag we got this. I
Miss
am
LT.
Miss LT is so rude at times, but that's
All
Miss
the time.
LT, and I am Author Pamela J. And she gets mad when I cut her off, but she cuts me off all the time. But it's okay because I love
I
you.
need you to feel it.
But we are back live, and now we're going to talk to PA's own Miss Charisma. Miss Charisma, I thank you for coming in today.
I'm so happy you're here.
So tell us a little bit about yourself. I met you recently, and you told me. I mean, I think this is amazing. She quit her job to pursue her dream.
I love that.
And
You
let
know
us
that.
know what is it that you do.
Okay, so hi everyone. My name is
Hi.
Charisma. I go by Empress. Yes,
That's what you are.
Yeah.
All right.
So like I'm real stern with my affirmations in life. I am an actress. That is my passion. That comes first. Nothing comes above it besides me acting. Like I'm super hella dramatic. But designing is also one of my other passions. That's more like a hobby to me. It's very therapeutic. It makes me happy. It just brings out another element. It keeps me calm, and I like when people like my work or ask me to create something for them. So these few pieces are Melanin's Truth. It's my brand. I am my brand, and I like to spread like awareness when it comes to like Black history or just like history in general, and then put it into like an like artistic aspect. So it's like if you may see it and you don't know nothing about it, you be like, oh, it's cute. But somebody else who like got their third eye open, they go like, oh yeah, I likes that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, yeah, I got both like angles to
Working. Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah. Oh, I also I just started working on this throat chakra. So I'm like working with my voice and singing and learning how to control different elements in my voice. I dance. I danced like I went to girls' high. So week 8, keep saying week 8 257.
Yay! I don't know what
That's our motto. Girls' high motto. So week 8, keep saying week 8. I believe it's like lag, and it means she who conquers herself conquers all.
All right, say it.
Oh God. I've been acting since I was like 14, maybe 16. I started. I'll be 25 in November.
I love my young ladies doing things, man.
Serious.
Get it
Okay
there.
now, okay.
I have one brother. I have 2 boys. I have a fiance. She's great.
Hi.
Sorry. What else? I went to Penn State for business.
Okay.
Wonderful. I'm trying to finish that. I definitely don't want to work for anybody. So I've been through I don't know how many jobs, but I'll have 4 or 5 in a year. It's small. And then my last job was for Pacifico Hyundai. So it was on Essington Avenue. You definitely need to go get a car from there.
Get that referral bonus.
Get that referral Brandon, Chris. I love them. They're great.
Tell them Empress sent you.
Empress sent you, they love me. You know what I'm saying? So it was, what is it? The other 2, Mazda and Ford. But you go to Hyundai. You grab your car from Hyundai. I was just tired of doing the same thing over and over and over and over again. Every day was the same thing, and no matter what job I worked at, I was doing whatever I wanted. No. Let me
back that up a little.
Meaning, if I had work, or if I wanted to paint, or if I wanted to draw out something, or if I wanted to read it, you wasn't going to tell me that I couldn't do it if my work wasn't done, and I was going to do it regardless, because I felt as though that's my other work. I needed to get done. If it's my homework, I need that to get done. That's what I want. I'm not here to do this. Me be a server for 50 years plus. Nah, that's dead. You wouldn't give me all that. You gonna run me all that. So I was like, I spoke it over with my fiance, and it was like, listen, like, I think I need to do this full time. There's no way I'm gonna be able to do my acting. There's no way I can go to these castings and do some modeling. Oh, by the way, I model too, so I could definitely walk that wrong walk. And not do it full time. Like, I wasn't getting no sleep, no nothing, just draining. But when I paint, when I act, when I'm on that stage, it's great. So it's like, my ultimate goal is to be on film, is to do movies. Taraji P needs to, you need to mentor me. Like, saying if you see this. So I love her. I love her. So Taraji, Denzel, Tyler Perry, who else? Oh, Leonardo DiCaprio. He can definitely mentor me for sure, and I would be happy. Like, I gotta go get it, and I got a family, and I got kids, and like my passion. Like, you can't tell me I can't have what is destined to be mine, what is already mine. Like, I am who I say that I am. I am charisma. I am Empress, and I am an actress and an artist, and I'm sensitive about my.
Your voice.
All right.
So, Miss Charisma, what is it about acting that you love so much? Because you do display a true passion for it, and that's what a goal or a dream needs to have, that true passion. So, what about acting drives you so much?
That is like, so I am content and comfortable with myself now. After I had to like go through those, the progress and transition period and all that. And like, so when it comes to acting, I felt as though for a good between 5-8 years of my life, I had to act to survive and like stay afloat and anything that was going on in my life. And then I was like, okay, when we got introduced to the stage and like some scripts and some plays, that was my outlet. I felt like I could be myself. I could be comfortable. Like, I didn't have nobody over my shoulder. I could play around and not be judged. So it got a little fun. And I was like, you know what? I think I could do this like full time. Like, I think it's possible. So to others, it might be like, oh, what do you want to be when you grow up? Or like what's gonna retire you? And like, I'm positive that will retire me. Like, I'm positive you can't tell me that I can't do what I love and I'm supposed to be like, no, it was nothing. Like, it just didn't sit, and it was just like, no, I'm passionate about that. I think I can do that. Like, I'm positive I can do that. So then another play. Then I did another play. Then I did another play. And then I have like these spiritual moms. So one of them, along this journey of me finding myself with the acting and doing like runway shoes and doing all this other stuff, she was like, you need to stop working for free. You need to stop doing stuff for free. You need to stop paying for free. Stop doing stuff for free. If this is what you say you want to make your money in and do what you love, then why are you doing it for free? So I was like, I got to build up my fan base and all that good stuff. I got to build it up. And she was like, no, you need to make sure you are good first. All that will follow. You need to make sure you put pride in your passion. Put the time into your passion. The rest will follow. The money will follow. The fans that you're talking about and everybody else, that will follow. But you need to do that first. And then I was just like, okay. So acting, like, I'm dramatic 24/7. I wake up being dramatic. Like, I think like, yeah, like, I need to stick with that. Like, you call me a drama queen. You told me that since I was a baby. Don't stop now. That's just affected it now.
So what steps have you taken or are you taking to be that actress? Other than your normal wake up drama.
Networking. Now that I'm in a different space and it's a different time. It's not, the past is gone. So like now I'm like, okay, making sure I'm in the right places at the right time. And like, everything happens for a reason. Everything has a divine purpose, and like, what will be will be. And I just make sure I'm protecting my energy. I network. I see how can we benefit each other? How can we make ourselves look good? How can we both make some money? Period. So if I can help you do something better and you can help me do something better, I'm with it. So it's just like lately I've just been running into like some great people and some great vibes and learning. Who is that? The manifest.
Come say, hey, you talking about the right one. You don't even understand. That's why I'm laughing because that's so me. Yes.
I'm very grateful.
Yeah.
And I'm blessed.
Yeah.
And I've learned to be humble. Like I got knocked off my horses, like something crazy. And it was in that time that I really had to learn who am I? Like, and think about it. Like I think I've been in this process for a good 4 or 5 years.
Okay.
And it's not until now that like I'm like everything had its plan. Like it just came back full circle. Like everything, like I see stuff and I saw it like a few years ago, or I see it recently and I see it like 2 weeks later, and I'm like, okay, like it's happening. I get certain things from the universe, and I'm like, you know what? Yeah, it's coming. Like all that long 11 years, 12 years of rain, it's about to be like beautiful rainbows. I know, it's just like feeding this flower. Like I'm just like, come to me.
I got one more question. During your speaking, you said there was a point in time where you weren't comfortable with yourself. Could you elaborate on that a little bit for me? Be that motivation and strength for our young Black women.
So, my upbringing wasn't the best, I'll say. Now, it had its perks, then it shifted like extremely quickly. So my father was killed when I was 8. Now, yeah, that was, I'm a daddy's girl for life, period. He was killed when I was 8, but he was a music producer at night and a school teacher during the day, computer teacher. So like I was hella spoiled by him. And then when he got killed, everything just came like to reality, like real quick, real fast. And like my mother is a little different, whatever the case may be. So it was just me and her. And then like the love that I needed at the time and that healing that I needed, I didn't get. So I had a lot of inner conversations by myself for like a few years. I wouldn't speak up. I wouldn't voice my opinions with certain things. I'll hold back. And then it's just like, I hear like, if you keep that in, it's just going to be bottled up. I never believed that, and so I had to face it.
Right.
Ever. I'm like, yeah, whatever.
Face it. I like that.
So I'm like, okay. So then, time fast forward, and I meet, like, I last year, all right, so back up. So 2 years prior, I was like in this bad breakup, whatever the case may be. Then I started getting back to myself. Started working out, started doing some yoga. I'm like, all right, let me read a little bit more. Like I was in solitude and I had no choice but to be in this place. Like I had no choice but to be in this place. And it was too much. It was too much. But I stopped running from it. Said, you know what, I'm gonna face it. And then what happened? So then I was bubbly. I was happy. I was in bliss for no reason whatsoever, just like happy with myself. Then I meet my girl and Chantel, soon to be Street Thomas Street. I'm sorry, Chantel Thomas Street. Anyway, her name is Chantel. Then I met her, and we are both fire signs. And I don't think I've ever met somebody that is just like so blunt and will tell you about yourself, like even in the moments you don't want to hear it. So it was like a lot of and a lot of those things like I've heard throughout my life, and I didn't listen. And it was like, okay, you know what? I care. Like I genuinely care about you. Like I want married, so I'm gonna listen. And it was just like, I thought I was done with that reflecting last year. It's still here. Like why I gotta focus on it? It was still here. Yeah, it was like what they say. You it was harboring. No,
Dormant.
dormant. So I was like, you know what? Let me bring that to focus. So now, like, I feel like no, like I'm good. Like I went through the cries, I went through being upset, being mad, then being in denial. Then like, you know what? No, it's cool. Like let me let it go and like make something brand new of the situation and create some greatness.
Good.
Okay, I have a question off. It's interesting that I wrote a book called Fire, The Diary of a Bisexual Woman. So my question to you is, what happened? You have 2 children, not the, I just want to know because I wrote the book and it was a story that a young lady, it was her story. So I just wanted to know like what happened for you to.
Well, I like girls.
Yeah. I mean, you actually like both because you have 2 sons.
No. We got to back this up. Listen.
Okay.
Let me break this down.
No, I'm not saying. I don't know. I'm just asking.
Oh, all right. So I like what I like. Let me put that.
I hear that.
I like what I like, and to be honest, it could have been a trans. I still would have had love for him. Period. I've been with men. I've been with women, and it doesn't really matter like if I'm with a guy or if I'm with a girl. If your mind is just like, I don't know, like you gotta just catch me, like it's like okay, like I like that. Now when it comes to the boys are, I would say, my stepsons. Those are my girl's brothers, and she stepped up to the plate to take care of the boys. And I'm right there with her. So those are my kids. Like, that's why they my kids. I'm saying I take care of them like they my kids. They my kids. So I haven't had one of my own yet. You know, in due time, it's coming.
Don't gonna take that. I see it in eyes.
I have another question. I see you have some crystals and you have something on your mala beads. Can you
I don't know
explain
about
to
mala beads, but
okay, I would like to know what does that represent, and other people are texting me asking me what does that mean.
So I'm Buddhist. Namyo Renge-kyo. So
stop right there. What does that mean? Because you said it so quick. Okay. Well,
so as far as like the specifics, like I can say from like my understanding, because I don't want to quote anything be wrong.
no,
like,
just you said it so quick.
Namyo Renge-kyo, and like I know divine. So from my understanding, I chant for the law of cause and effect. I have a Gahanjin, and it's like that's like my mirror. So every day and every night, like every morning and every evening, I go to the Gahanjin and I chant Namyo Renge-kyo, Namyo Renge-kyo, Namyo Renge-kyo. And there's also prayers, like silent prayers as well. But I'm daily checking in on myself, and seeing like what can I do better? What can I call? What can I manifest? How did I, like just recapping every day, and how can I be a better me? So I'm really like there with the law of cause and effect with karma, and like I really love Buddhism because like you could be in any religion and still be Buddhist. Like you could go, just good vibes and good. It's good. Like they're chanting for ultimate like world peace. Happiness for everybody to get that inner Buddhahood out and find their happiness. And like I don't look into Islam and Christianity and all these other things and Rastafarianism when I have my locks, and like I've always had questions and I'm like, why you can't answer my questions when it comes to your religion? If you want me to follow and I have questions, you can't tell me no, you can't answer my question or choose not to answer my question. So therefore let me do some research. But when I came to like Buddhism, like I'm not religious at all. Let me be clear. I am very spiritual. Like I want to be like, I need to know what's going on. I need to access like 100% of this brain and figure out like how you work that. Well, I only can access Why are we only using like 20% of our brain as a society? Why? Why am I not using more of my brain? I don't like that. I'm curious. So I like with Buddhism, you just want me to be happy. And we can discuss things to each other to make each other happy and share things. It's a sharing space and loving space.
And non-judgmental space.
And non-judgmental space. And that's like, I like that. Any other religion I looked into was like, oh no, everybody got the
Something.
yeah, and I'm like, I don't like that. Now when it comes to my crystals,
Great energy.
the crystals grow. So crystals grow. I got my spirit mama Shell Renee. Crystals grow.
Girl. Jesus. Go ahead. You do it.
She's great, you know. She does holistic healing. She is phenomenal. That is my mother. Ooh, okay. So when it comes to crystals, like I've been learning more about them, and like certain crystals give off certain energy, and certain things might bring out different things in you. You don't want to just buy crystals and not know what you're buying, because you might be attracting the wrong crystals or the wrong energy, and you gotta cleanse them. Like you gotta take care of it like you take care of yourself. Like I take care of my 100. Like I wash my behind. Like it's like constant and like checking in, and I'm like, okay, so with this, you know, I just feel grounded, I feel protected. I've like prayed into these beautiful, beautiful beads. I've had them throughout my entire journey, and I'm just like, I'm grateful. Like I bless them myself. I put everything into them and everything that I believe, and to see everything like manifesting and like happening, it's just like, oh, I prayed for these nights, like I prayed so hard for these nights. It's just like, it's a really beautiful thing. Like I'm so grateful for it. Like I really am.
Okay. We have any questions from the audience or anything? All right, this is Sadora Radio. We are live. SadoraRadio.com.
Yeah.
And we have Miss Charisma. We want to thank you, Miss Charisma, for coming in today. And this is Brown Girl hashtag We Got This. We're gonna go now to a song.
You're listening to SadoraRadio.com.
Me and Miss LT never are eye to eye, as you can see.
They like it.
Oh, funny.
Ain't they?
That was such a great interview.
So like I just want like all elements and like was actually, I think, in a tough space to say it.
I don't know how to do it.
That was good. Now, why did you make that face when I said Mama Bees and she couldn't say it?
Yeah. Oh, because she said that was the right name. I never heard the name. So it was just like, oh, just go get your beads. And I'm like, okay.
They're Mama Bees. It's fresh love and lava and energy and love. Mine's a tiger eyes.
Yeah, I was like, oh, because like I want
And
some
I have
big
my wedding
crystal.
ones too. My wedding ones are just for my thank yous. Because I'm just grateful to everything. When I wake up, the first thing I say is thank you.
Like that way you consider that way to
I'm so glad to meet you today. This is very, very great. I would, when I seen you walk in and I seen your crystal in the Maldives, I was like, oh my God.
Everybody like,
I was thinking that the last year.
They crack me up when people like, what are those on your hand? I'm like,
oh, we on Facebook
so like,
Live.
I know what
Okay.
energy.
Everybody
so,
is
The
a
thing
big
is, we still learning.
Oh yeah, yeah. Trust me.
So we know
I'm
next
still
time.
learning stuff.
Like babies.
To stick
like,
with you.
I've been on here 6 years.
And meditation.
And there's
we
just
have
certain
meditation every
things,
weekend. Like,
you know,
that's where I came from. That's why I was
that you want to go through, you just learn. You know, that type of stuff.
She said the same thing. So
As far as
we be
being
at
live and stuff,
meditation, and
man,
one of
that's
the
the fun
girls'
thing about it.
daughter,
Right,
You see,
just like
people like real people.
looks
Right.
to me like no
Good
other.
evening, you're
And
Yeah.
like, I don't know mama, but I know her there.
Been behind the
That's why I was
scenes.
telling them the first
She
day
was
that
like-
was it.
At the hip. And I was
All
like,
that. Hey, good afternoon. This is
Yeah.
trash. That
No,
is
yeah.
you. That's what people don't like. You. So if you do this, I mean, you got to do this all the time. You become phony.
Right.
And now when you going out, you gotta be like this. And then
it's
slip up.
stiff.
As soon as you slip up and be you, I'm like, oh, she phony. She
Right,
like that
even
on
if
the
they're really
radio.
bad, it's still something for us. So they
very
can't,
real.
so children can play with my
Huh?
kids.
That's what we try to do.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. You see how me and
You're
man,
not
I'm
here.
over at my house.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
These are blessed.
And it's bad because we don't care what people feel. So.
Mine have been dressed in drenched
No, that
in
was
sun,
good.
drenched
It's
in
just-
moonlight.
No, but that was good, and I thank you.
You have
Along with my prayers. How do you feel about water? You need to talk one day.
Water is
you have
important.
YouTube on your phone?
Like super
Yes.
important.
If you go to
It
YouTube,
must
Like
have
you
the
said,
all
from
my-
line
like say
earlier.
you wanted to
must
ask the
have
question, but Dre
almighty
wanna be,
respect and
you can
praise.
actually type
I'm
it
trying to
in
get my
and
money
she'll
right.
read it off. So you don't wanna be on the camera.
But then she
Oh,
know,
I
she know
just
what my
switched
name is
before I got
on
here.
YouTube, and then she won't.
Oh yeah, oh she gonna put you out
She'll
there.
put me on blast.
She like she's sitting right here. She wanna know.
Right. I should have been doing that, but I've been
Prior to putting it in there.
while things are going on. I'm writing notes on my phone.
Oh, cool. That's there you go.
I get some. Oh, you
One
must
nice
have
song.
I know you
Yeah,
can use
coming back.
you use
About to
water
come
to
back.
manifest as well.
50 seconds.
50 seconds.
You got a little bit of time.
Yes.
Age.
That's my cat name. You gonna engineer their show? You gonna engineer your show?
Why? So he won't be.
No, when we in New York, we live on location. How we did it at the shop. I mean, at the sushi
I mean,
spot.
I don't, like I said, if you need help,
We
I'm
gonna-
all
we
going
can
and
do
let you
team
work
viewer
it.
So that you
But
know
if
how
you
to
need
do
help,
it.
I just do that. That's all. 5 seconds.
5,
Oh,
4,
yeah.
books.
Who are you?
Are we about to
you
hear
about to
about
hear about all about it. You don't even
Hi, this is Sador Radio, Brown Girl, hashtag We Got This. We are now live. I'm author Pamela J.
And Miss LT.
And now it's time for Miss LT's open mic.
Yay! So tonight on my open mic, I wanted to talk about the importance of a strong family unit. So, and it's great that Ms. Charisma spoke about it a little bit earlier. So, what I want to put out there and actually discuss with everybody and get everybody's opinions on is an absent parent. Now, we always talk about, especially African American women, you know, that the man is not there, but women, there's a lot of mothers that aren't there either. So I want to know you guys' viewpoints on how do you feel an absentee parent, family type unit, how do you feel that affects children? I have my opinion, but I'd like to hear you guys. Usually I do all the talking on my open mic. What do you think? Author Pamela J. And actually, you know what? Author Pamela J is a great one because her dad, like, immensed her with an abundance of love. So I'd like to speak on that. And then we've heard a viewpoint on someone who was missing a parent as well. So let's hear, how do you feel that, you know, having your dad and your mom and your dad being so extremely supportive, how do you think that helped and shaped you as an individual today?
Being a brown girl,
Yes.
and my parents are old school from the South Carolina and North Carolina. So we had a family unit. Only thing that what I know about a family unit is a mother and a father and no outside children. So it was me and my 2 sisters, so it's 5 of us in our family. And my father was very influential because he always told his daughters, me and my other 2 sisters, I'm the oldest of 3, that we were beautiful, that we were queens and we were princesses, and not to take nothing less than that. And it made me confident about who I am because as an African American woman, what I am the curviest of my sisters. I'm a thick woman. And you would think it gave me more confidence. I have a friend that says to me all the time that ever since she's met me, she said, you demand respect when you come in the room. I don't think I do that, but she says I do. It's not a bad thing. She said, I give off an aura about myself. Aura about myself. Like, this is like when I come in the room, I demand respect.
that comes from my strong dad. I can always remember him telling me that I'm beautiful and I'm pretty and I can do whatever I wanted in this world and I can conquer it and whatever me and my sister wanted to do. He always supported it. Like, I was his boy girl because he has no sons. So I was a tomboy, but I was also a girl. So I did play baseball with all the boys. I played basketball, but I was also pretty too because he was like, "You're pretty," and let them know they gotta open the door for you. They gotta open the garden door. They gotta do all this stuff, or
Well,
it's
you
no.
throwing balls at they head.
Okay. So we did both of them. Like, he gave me that, and my mom too. That I'm not taking it away from her, but a lot of young women in my age group, I learned that they had absent fathers. They do have a self-esteem problem. Me and my sisters don't, because we had a father and a mom that told us we're beautiful, that we are. So I believe that unit, it does affect, and I know I'm gonna get a lot of flack. I know women say I can do it all, I can raise the boy, I can raise the girl, but you cannot raise.
Efficiently.
I mean, you have to do it, but they do need a positive. They need a two-parent. To me, a two-parent family is what they need to balance it and give you that confidence and give you that self-esteem, ever it's a boy or a girl. Now, I'm a parent of 2 boys. My boys are amazing. They don't beat women. They love women. And they have my dad to instill that in them. I mean, I was married to their fathers. I'm not taking that away from that. But my father was really open the door, be nice, don't play, no sex before marriage. I mean, they probably having sex. I don't know that, but I'm not a grandma yet. And they're not married. So that's, to me, a positive thing, where that's not the norm these days. So I'm happy about that. That answer your question?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Okay.
What do you think? Do you think that it's important to have a strong family union with both a mother figure and a father figure, or a female figure and a male figure?
Well,
because it doesn't necessarily have to be mom.
It is, but in our community, that's kind of rare. So, my own experience, my mother and father split when we were real young. And one of the things I could say about my mother, she didn't leave us a lot of money. She didn't leave us a lot of stuff, but she left us with a legacy of love. And I think love is the most important thing, no matter what kind of family you have. Because if you instill love, even though your kids may stray away, even like, myself, I went up a wrong path in my youth, but, through the love of my mother, and the love of God, the Lord blessed me. And that came from my mother. We always had our father there. And it wasn't until later in life that I realized the influence he had on me. Because for years I was mad at my father. I'm talking, I lost respect for him because back then he was crazy. I'm not gonna lie. I actually preached this eulogy and I said that and people got mad at me.
Right, because you told the truth.
I told the truth. He was crazy. Yeah. But when he went to Africa, he changed. But when we were kids, he would make us go to these Black conscious meetings. We hated it. But to get our allowance, we had to go through it. And I know that a lot of what we learned in those meetings, it was, that shaped who I am now. And, it gives you a connection with who you are as a Black person, as a Black man. So I think, even though a lot of families are fractured now because of a lot of stuff that happened in the 80s, because the crack epidemic really fractured a lot in our community. Because somebody explained it to me like this. They said, in the 60s and the 70s, when drugs were coming into our community, the woman was still in the house and she held it together. But when the 80s came along and the crack epidemic happened, now you had men and women out there, the family fracture. So this is what we're seeing now. But getting back to the main thing is love. Love can cover a multitude of sins, and love can in my mind, can conquer anything.
Absolutely. So I want to pick this up on our next show because we are running out of time. I have a lot more to go in about the importance of this, but I just want everybody to realize, don't enter into situations that you're not trying to deal with for the rest of your life. So you don't necessarily have to be with a woman or you have to be with a man.
That's powerful.
You don't have to be with them, but those children have nothing to do with you and your partner's or ex-partner's issues. So removing yourself from their life just to stay away from that other person, that's not fair. They need you. They didn't ask to be here. You should be there. All right, so we're gonna move on. We're gonna pick that up though. This topic is not done. It's gonna be on the next show, but we're gonna we can't miss the happy planner.
You know this is a girl thing, right, y'all? You know that.
It's
a girl thing.
You a hater.
The happy
I'm
planner
not hating.
is here.
Happy planner.
It's girls on the cover.
But they got other
That's
covers.
my cover.
That's my cover.
That's the one she chose. There's no girls on mine.
The happy
But that's girly.
But they have masculine ones. They have masculine ones. I'm not gonna get a masculine one. I'm too dainty.
Okay, so the happy planner segment of our show, we use the happy planner. We love the happy planner. It is just an organizer, but it's organized. It's more than that. It's motivational stickers that you can purchase with it to put it in your day. It makes you feel better about yourself. It reminds you about how your day should go. So we have the happy planner. When I first got the happy planner, I was looking to organize, and I suffer with depression. But I told Miss LT, "Oh, I found this happy planner, and I'm so happy about it." And
tell this story one more time.
I told Miss LT I found the happy planner, right? And she was like, "Oh yeah, whatever." I was like, "Oh, it got a YouTube channel and teach me how to do it, and it's great. It's motivational. It's helping me. I'm keeping my day organized and everything." And she was like, "Yeah, whatever. Okay, cute. Thank you. All right, have a good day with your happy planner." Now, Miss LT, how do you feel about the happy planner?
I'm slightly out of control and I have an obsessive problem, but that's okay. I'm coming to terms. It ain't crack. It's paper. I'm not doing that. It ain't hurting nobody.
So it's a layout. You have. Then I'm trying to show them the happy planner really quickly. You plan your week, and you have these great motivational stickers.
And you can be creative.
You can be very creative, and it tells you like, this is for August, but this is for.
Well, while she's looking for it,
Yeah.
see, if you can't be as bold as Miss Charisma and just up and leave your job to be creative, which I love that. Power to her, right? The Happy Planner is another outlet for you to be creative as well as organize your situation.
Okay, this is the Happy Planner.
She found it.
I found it. So this is my week coming up, which is the 9th to the 15th. And it has stickers that say, don't give up on your dreams, keep sleeping, or now is the new later. It says, my brain is giving me the silent treatment today. Put your big girl pants on.
Your big girl drawers.
Like that.
Get your big girl drawers on.
And they have these beautiful sticker books that you can also get for them. And you could go to Joann's. Joann's is having 30% sale off of the Happy Planner and their books. So if you want to go buy and find out about the Happy Planner, you can. Also, they have these great Happy Planner organizer books that we also use.
Notebooks, journals. And I love the journal. The journal gives you an outline. So like, I've purchased millions of journals along my lifetime, and I write in it like 2 days, and then it's forgotten about, and it becomes a scrapbook for one of my kids to draw in later on. But the Happy Planner journal, it gives you a cute little outline, not necessarily questions, but what are your goals for the day? It just gives you some place where you can like center your mind, especially if you have a lot going on in here. It aids you in just quieting it for a moment to do the task at hand, which is journaling. And it has like a great section for gratitude. That's my favorite part of The Happy Planner Journal is the gratitude portion because you should never go a moment, an hour, a second, a day without being grateful for everything. You could be sleeping on a bench or on concrete. If you have a mattress, a futon, and airbed, you should be grateful.
Seriously.
There are people who are hungry, and I mean hungry for weeks. I get mad when I go a couple of hours and it starts growling. So I'm grateful. Every time I put a french fry or something in my mouth, I'm just grateful. I'm grateful for being here with you guys and meeting Miss Charisma and Miss Chantel. Ooh, the fabulous author Pamela J. You gotta be grateful for everything. And the Happy Planner, it doesn't necessarily guide your greatness or your happiness, but it just helps you stay focused on it. You know what I mean? Because things can happen in the day that, right, Jamaica? Things can happen in a day that derail you from your happy. The Happy Planner tends to work its way just for you to stay focused. You know what?
Oh,
These are your goals.
I remember that.
These are your goals. This is
I
what you
remember
should be
that.
doing. You should not be depressed. You should be this, you know, and turn to your Happy Planner. And because I catch the moments, and when I get to my Happy Planner or I start stalking or harassing Miss Pamela J, you know, I snap out of it. You know what I mean? So the Happy Planner holds a lot of weight. It's only like $20, but it's priceless to me.
Yes. Okay, so we're about to wrap up the show. I want to thank you guys for logging in, tuning in to Sadora Radio.
Oh, I want to shout out. I'm sorry. I cut her off. She said I'm rude. I'm my bad. I want to shout out Joseph Graham. He loves the show. Miss Ladybug Smith. And get it, girl. We like you too. Go ahead, Miss Gwen Robinson. And thanks, Kim and Warren, for coming on. I see you. We see you. We see you. Okay, now I'm going to stop being rude and interrupting.
Thank you for that. I was just letting you guys know this is the end of our show. Our next show will be on Sunday, September the 22nd. We will be live on location somewhere in New York. We will let you know by following us on social media. Also, please remember to get my book, Brown Girl.
Yes.
We are out. It's out. Also, I have great news. I have my first Brown Girl fan club.
Yay!
Her name is Zori. She is, I believe she's 14 years old, but she's in Atlanta, Georgia. She read the book. She did a tremendously great video that's on my website at abookofthedream.com. You can see her. You can ask her questions, but she's starting the fan club, and you'll find out how you young ladies can be a member, and she's going to be doing great positive things with the Brown Girl book. Also, we will be please remember tomorrow my Brown Girl remix is available on Apple iTunes. So guys, pick it up, be supportive, and we're about to start filming our movie Side Chick.
Amen.
Yes.
So I thank you guys for logging in today. This is SadoraRadio.com. This is author Pamela J.
And Miss LT.
And we are live on Sadora Radio. Please don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell. Ding. 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 I thank you all for being a guest, and we're going to close out with my remix.
Shout out, Alan, on your new car purchase. My son bought his first car. I wanted to say it right.
Great show.
You better.
No, we still.
Live on listen.
We on you. Oh, second work?
No.
Yes, you too.
Exactly.
It's still there.
The camera's on. That's all I'm saying. Oh.
You buying me a new album?
But y'all need to make sure y'all get the Brown Girl Let Her Love remix. That's her song.
The Brown Girl message is a letter of love. So all girls of color and all women
Caruso got a dance in the video.
We got this, we do this, we run this.
I like the beat. Right? It's hard.
The delay in this thing is just crazy. The delay, you listening. She just started talking. Wow, already.
Ooh, by any means
I'm
necessary.
a black queen. Hey.
And tries to create this response. We continue to uphold our meaningful, genuine findings for one another. Our story tells us the truth, that we are better than that. Better than any force that tries to divide us, and better than any lie told to us. Our story is a story of believers. Brown girls who believe in ourselves and each other. We understand we are worthy and that our self-black birth is our inheritance.
Yes,
Our self-birth is our birth.
Yes,
We may solve those its way around and attempt to dissemble us. As we continue to uplift as often as we can. It's the story of brown girls who encourage and support one another. Sing well, wishes over each other, and pray.
I'm sitting there watching the thing. Like, I look up. That was funny.
Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah.
Black good as rock.
I am telling everybody. Get charisma shoes. Okay. But I like it instead of her face.
I like your face so true. Like that way.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love that. I knew what it was.
Show us some of this stuff because we still on YouTube Live. Get up and show us some of this stuff.
Ooh, my brain. Sorry.
I hope not the ones in body parts. That hurts. That's gonna hurt. There you go.
Hold up, put it. Hold
No,
on. No, that's the camera right there. Down a little.
Tell
Right
us what
there.
that is.
Right there.
So, black artists matter because we matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, I support my black people 100,000%. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm real, like, big on feminism and things of that nature. So, I just wanted to, like, put a viewpoint on women and shine a light on this, like, because we matter.
Okay.
I knew that was coming.
You know it was.
So my chakras in my little development stage.
Fire.
So, but like, I wanted to put like the different elements. So on the sleeves, there are different elements with water, air, fire, and what is it?
Earth.
And then on the other side as well. I am a fire sign, so I wanted to put my fire, and, you know, support my element. And I love the chakras, the rainbow, but a different like element and elements within itself, and
Elements within you.
yeah, and then also like. Or even like when you go to the doctors and stuff like the grids, they're following the same thing. Like it's like not exactly the same, but it's exactly the same thing. It's just like it makes me bring more curiosity to how I can learn my body inside out without a doctor having to tell me so.
Okay.
Then
Wow.
That's powerful. Her eyes.
So I just like another sense of this is like Mrs. Universe. I'll call her Mrs. Universe. Like I love the dark skin. I love that she's beautiful.
Brown
she's
girl.
a creator.
Right.
She's a brown girl. Like, and she's a god. Like, you see them gold eyes.
That's the earth.
Yep.
Nice.
And I was just like, I just needed to make something magical. And her authentic, natural state of hair, her bantu knots, bantu knots.
Her eyes are powerful.
Yeah, those my babies. This is my jacket. Both of these.
Okay.
So Empress, of course, and I wanted to make something that represented me. So I've always been like extremely curvy, but I'm not this, dark, but still I wanted to like, what Drake said, light skin on stuff, dark, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right, I didn't care. Like, I don't really care about what other people think. So it was like people always talking about women boobs being out or their butt being out or drawing attention because it's out. Like, you don't have no say so over my body. I have say so over my body. So like, all right, let me put it on a jacket. And then
I love that.
What?
That, right?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
That was the hits that I don't really care. Melanin's Truth is my brand. My logo are on these beautiful. Yeah. Okay. That's my logo.
Nice.
So I get a lot that it looks like it reminds people of Prince. Like this
the symbol.
the symbol.
Yeah, no, it's better. Yeah.
I had to like incorporate Sag, bullet arrow. But that's neither here nor there. Yeah. Melanin's Truth has its beauty. Then on the sleeve, I wear my heart on my sleeve. So everything that I feel as though describes me. Well, some things that describe me. So like I'm a big baby, I'm an artist, I'm a lover, I'm an actress, I'm beautiful, I'm a model. My name, charisma, means divine. So I throw that in there. It's one of those things, I'm a queen, and like add some more like great things like green rose. So you ever hear how people be like, that's the rose that grew from the concrete, but it's typically a red rose. No, this one is green because green is my favorite color. So I had that. Then let's see, green rose. Please, I love colors. So something about the chakras, like they just been like calling me like way before I started getting into them. So these are mad old, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna draw that. Like, I like that. And like somebody had brought me a book on chakras, like not long after that. And it was like, okay, cool. Of course the green, all that jazzy stuff. And colors, like I've been learning how colors really can change people's attitudes and their moods and like different colors of rooms and like interior design and decorating. Like it really can change somebody's mood. So I was like, okay, let me make it real colorful, real Afrocentric. And this was like a little lion outline. So like sometimes I like colors, sometimes I like outlines. So sometimes I might make like symbols, but symbols for you to read and analyze. So to make discussion topics. I really like making discussion topics. Like I want to hear you talk about my product, but creating a whole nother conversation. And it's just like I did a piece for my best friend for her to take to school, and it was like books and weed, no boys, just toys. But it's symbols, so it's books and like what she was taking up, and then it was like a weed plant. No boys, books and weed, no boys, just toys, but just toys was like an cursive. But each time we spoke about this jacket to like different people, they picked like their eyes went to something else first. Not everybody went to Reddit. Yeah, and I was like, ooh, I like that discussion time. That was nice. So I like that. I like that because it's my work and I'm proud of it. So Gandhi, he was a great man. He still lives to people. I love him. So he was a happy person. So I like his quote, you must be the change you wish to see in the world. And that's like one of my favorite quotes. Like I live by that. Like I remember growing up, like not fitting in, and then having a problem with not fitting in because I was just so different. And then I got to high school and I was like, no, I'm gonna stay different. I like this because everybody else want to be the same and all these cliques. I am not a clique. I am my own clique. So I like that. And then high school, I think really, girls, all girls taught me like, no, I can be with the nerds. I can be with the hard ones. I can be with the weirdos, and it's fun. Like, you don't gotta judge them. They want to be on that angle. Let them. And then on the arms, it says God's gift. I like that a lot. Like, I like the gift because I feel like, I'm a gift.
Again, that's the symbol of God in Sanskrit.
Yeah. And then,
I think she likes her portrait.
all right, so this is, I wouldn't necessarily call it a gift, but I guess I can call it a gift. This is from my sister. So again, Winke, you can say Winke. So we have big sister, little sister. And I go down in history with having the most sisters. They branched off, but like in history, I had like 21 little sisters, wanted to leave their little sister and be my little sister. But I end up having one who stayed true and faithful. Now, originally I had two, but that second one, I took this girl to ins and out of high school, and she just went like did her own thing. Neither here nor there. Like if I gave you something or I did something for you, I'm not spiteful about like, oh, like right. I know I did that, but like do what you want to do with it. If you want to act weird and act like I ain't had no fun, but when I do me, don't act like that's not. So she loves elephants. She asked me to spice this up for her. It had just the elephant, and I was like, okay. She knows like I paint on everything else, why not paint for her board? And she just graduated college.
Oh wow, that's great.
Yes, from Pittsburgh. That's my little. What is she? Kenyan beauty, like Kenyan black girl. Her mom and they cook great. Oh God, they food so good. So it's the best friend. She's Trinidadian, and that food's good too. Whoo! So she just wanted me to make it colorful, add some chakras and just spice it up a little bit. Just bring some like love and colorful into our life. And I was really proud to do this one because this wasn't a jacket or something. It was like another board, and she's gonna have it. It's a real piece, so she's gonna have it in her house, and it's like other people gonna see that. You don't gotta wear this. It's just gonna be like up, and it's like, yeah, my sister did that. And I'm like, it makes me proud that like my support system is extremely proud of me, and they motivate me to do more and to like just do better. Like keep giving me they stuff like here, Christmas. Paint on that. We should want to paint on that. Like, I want you to paint on that. And I'm like, you like it? All right. So then, like, now I'm just curious to keep going. And now everybody's asking me, like, to paint them something or to, like, come up with an idea. Like, so if you ask me to make you something, right? 9 times out of 10, I'm going to ask you, what are things that you would say represent you? So that way I get a little understanding, like, yeah, because like I'm not just going, paint me something. No. I need to have an understanding of who I'm dealing with. So that way you see your personality on your work or on you and my work.
All right.
My babies. Happy birthday.
I was very honored and happy to meet you.
Yeah, we were honored. We thank you for coming to the show. And she's from here. So I'm so happy because it's our first guest from Philly, and we do the show in Philly. So she came here and she gave us much love. So I want to thank you guys again for tuning into Doing Radio. Brown Girl # we got this. We're gonna see you next time. Thank you so much. God bless and good night.